off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We are off to the Sunlit coast today with the help of Salve and Oak.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. Cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world talking about all kinds of stuff. Simon's in there. Macrina, our new friend, has been joining us lately.
Yeah.
They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, Marcus would like to talk about one of his new hats.
Y'all constant viewers will know that I have been collecting Boston Scally Caps. They are the queen mother of Scally Cap companies out of Boston, Massachusetts, and they do incredible work, and they have incredible collaborations. The Goonies one just dropped last weekend, but I had to grab this one. Now, this is the dust bag that the hats occasionally come in, and can you guess what iconic movie character this one is an homage to? Scarlett O'Hara. No, Quint, the iconic sea captain from Jaws, played by Robert Shaw, who was occasionally sober during filming. And y'all, look at this hat. Is this not awesome? Look at the rope in front. Look at the lining of it. I am in love with this one. It's just subtle in the way it presents his character, but once it's brought to your attention, hey, who might this be an homage to? It just jumps out at you. I love the imagination and the quality of these hats. I'm having a fabulous time collecting these, and occasionally they come in kid sizes so we can match. And what is our soap today?
We get to have our second one from Salve and Oak, and it's an homage this time. Let's meet it.
All right, y'all, from the sales page at salveandoakco.com.
Warm, radiant, indulgent. Inspired by the beloved Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62 fragrance, Sunlit Coast blends creamy pistachio and coconut with smooth tonka bean, soft heliotrope, exotic vanilla musk, sandalwood, and salted caramel. The result is a warm, sun-kissed fragrance that feels sweet, inviting, and effortlessly addictive.
And when it comes to gourmands, she loves pistachio best. I love caramel best. And I love how these two hands are coming together for this one. And this is in their new base.
Yeah.
Crafted in our premium Timberline tallow base, this shave soap produces a dense, creamy lather with excellent cushion, glide, and post-shave comfort. Rich tallow and carefully selected skin conditioning ingredients help create a smooth, protective layer between the razor and skin for a close, comfortable shave.
Bright, warm, and perfect for summer, Sunlit Coast brings the feeling of golden beaches and coastal sunshine to every shave.
Well, Bermuda, Jamaica, ooh, I want to take a look in this box. All right, y'all, and this is how they come from Salve and Oak up in Washington. And look at this. Look at the level of care that this artisan puts into their packaging. And we have it now to Marcus and Sarah. Thank you for your order. We appreciate your continued support from Heather and DJ. Well, thanks, y'all. Full disclosure, DJ has been one of our good friends in the wet shaving world since the very beginning of our show. And we are so excited for his new journey as an artisan. And his wife, Heather, has one heck of a nose, too. And some of those scents that she's created, that coffee bar soap that we got, unbelievable. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, and there is the invoice. Fabulous. And,
this already smells good. What did they do?
There are some extra goodies in here. We bought the soap, but not the rest of this. Let's see. First of all, we've got
Glass Cove.
a bar soap, it looks like. Well, let's check this out. Look at the bag this comes in.
Man,
This
they are growing fast.
Beautiful. Oh, look at the colors on this.
That smells like summer fun
Bar
already.
soap. Y'all, are you kidding
Tie-dye?
me with that? Oh, that is a delightful, florally, citrusy kind of thing going on. What do you get from that?
Oh, that's funny, because I was smelling something super clean and pretty and kind of summery in the box, but I didn't know it was this box. I thought it was something that we had next to it.
And from the sales page, Sea Glass Cove is a bright, refreshing fragrance inspired by emerald agave from Brambleberry. It blends sea moss, juicy melon, sweet agave, and aloe with tropical fruit and soft greenery for a scent that feels clean, fresh, and lightly sweet. Oh, it's beautiful. As it lathers, notes of passion flower.
I do get that.
Acai. Add a soft and fruity brightness. White coconut bark, teakwood, grass, and amber bring a smooth, grounded finish. The result is a fresh coastal scent with a sweet green edge, like sea glass. Oh, and we live near Mendocino, California, where we have visited the Sea Glass Beach. It's an amazing place. This actually kind of takes me back.
It really does. Like almost like a bed and breakfast that we would have stayed at near the Glass Beach.
The melon is what I couldn't really identify in there, and that beautiful agave sense is prominent.
It is like a salty coastal greeny blue kind of vibe. Wonderful for summer, y'all.
Thank you so much, DJ and Heather. This, I don't even know if I want to use this in the shower. This is too pretty.
There's something else in
wax
here.
melts. I didn't even know they were doing wax melts. What are they?
That. Okay, we have summer stillness, which is cucumber and melon. Speaking of melon.
Whoa, hold on a second. Now, melon and cucumber. We'll see how this cucumber washes over me. Hold on. Oh, see, this is how cucumber is meant to be used. I don't really even get the fruit. I just get that beautiful summery sense from it, and the other scent notes are the prominent ones. Okay, I'm going to be alone with this for a second.
Oh,
Here,
see,
smell
we
that.
don't have enough summer melts, so I'm glad you thought of us, y'all.
We don't. We are loaded down with seasonals and Haverford,
wonderful.
but we need some summer wax melts.
There's like a crisp coolness to this that's a little different. It's different than like a Bath and Body scent. There's something that's going on in here that's really vibrant and fun.
And then, did they throw in...
You guys!
Splash off. Thank you, buddy. This is awesome. Let's see. I love these little bottles. There it is. Look at that label.
Oh, see, coast. We are all about the coast around here.
I know what our sunsets look like around here. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, let me see if I can get our soap out of here. Okay,
Oh.
look at that.
Lovely dapper soap tin. Look at the label. Ooh. And what are the first few ingredients on this tallow soap base? This one's new to us.
Okay, yeah, stearic acid, beef tallow, water, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, glycerin, coconut oils, and some other fun oils after that.
Ooh. All right, y'all. Well, grab your towels and nose plugs. We're headed down to the beach for this first impression. Now, I had a little trouble choosing this soap because all of the scents on the Salve page look so beautiful and inviting. You're our Sol de Janeiro expert.
We were just talking about going to Monterey, and that picture does look pretty fun and coastal, y'all.
Maybe for our anniversary coming up in a month. Oh my gosh.
Look at the color. Definitely some vanilla in here, y'all.
And I'm excited to shave with this new tallow formula. I have heard nothing but great things about it.
I think I'm getting the coconut a little bit first. The pistachio's here for sure. The salted caramel is almost like an amber vibe. So I don't exactly want to take a bite of it yet, but it has that bronzed kind of like sun setting, sun rising kind of a hue to this that really does scream a coastal kind of thing.
I had no idea how popular Sol de Janeiro was until we started talking about it to some of our friends, and they were like, oh, I have those.
Yeah, but I get that fresh breeze off the ocean maybe. Then it goes into more of like the caramelized kind of pistachio vibes, that amber kind of hue, not completely gourmandy, but also not gourmandy.
Gotcha.
And then I think the coconut actually is kind of what takes you at the end of the whiff. So it really adds a little more of a tropical kind of finish at the end. That's what kind of adds the Sunlit Coast title for me.
Nice.
I really do feel like I see their commercials that they have for this brand of like a bronzed leg that was just shaved and you're putting like your lotion on or something. There's something that screams you've spent time in the sun, whether you're at the beach or at the pool, but it just has that sun-kissed kind of a scent and vibe that comes through the whole whiff.
Having grown up in California, my nose is finely tuned to all of the different beautiful sunscreens, suntan lotions. Back in the day, we used to actually put oil on our skins to help us cook a little hotter in the sun, if you could imagine. But they were all scented so beautifully and so decadently that I love that kind of an edge is in the Sol de Janeiro stuff to this day.
So the beginning of the whiff here, it starts off slightly more feminine. I think there's a floral or there's something at the beginning. Maybe it's a sweeter citrus, something that kind of makes you think it is going to stay in that feminine lane. Then the big giant backbone in the middle of this, the salted caramel, the pistachio, it has a little more of that amber kind of flirty kind of vibe for me, I would say. But it also adds a little more of that masculine depth to it, like the deeper spices going on. Then the end, the send-off, is more the coconut in the air vibe, like not coconut water, you're not going to take a sip of it, not the actual meatiness of it, but there's just that gentle tropical vacation-y kind of vibe, like almost even the coconut that's in sunscreen or something like that. It just has that fresh breeze kind of finish, like it's starting to cool off at the end of the day, at the end of the whiff.
I'm hoping I can smell the bronze leg.
It has a transportive vibe for me. Like getting a whiff of this, I think if I closed my eyes, I would immediately think I'm in vacation mode. I am chilling, laying on the beach on a towel somewhere, and I have no care in the world, and I'm just literally letting myself just bask in the sunshine and having the breeze off the ocean or something. It immediately takes you to summer vacation mode. So if you need a soap that can do that, this might be your pony.
I need a soap that can do that. It's funny, our closest beach, you basically have to climb up and go down the other side of Mount Tamalpais to get there, or go all the way into San Francisco and cross the entire city to get to Ocean Beach. It is not as easy as you think it is to get to a beach from the East Bay. Now, is it more of the creamy side of the sandalwood that we read, or more of the woody side? How are you getting that one?
It starts creamy. I think that the creamy actually blends perfectly well with the nuttiness. Like if you could blend the nuts and they kind of have that creamy vibe that goes into the sandalwood, and then that starts to clean it up at the end. So it kind of adds the little airiness at the finish for me that kind of goes into that part. It's kind of fun because it is salted caramel, but it's also not. Like I don't want to take a bite out of it. It's not like a piece of candy,
okay,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But there's no other way to explain that scent without saying it's a salted caramel. It's just kind of a different way of looking at it. I still get the same colors in mind. I still get the same like almost coastal salty aquatic-y kind of thing.
Right.
But the caramelized portion is what's rounding out all the edges and adding that little flirty kind of fun summery vibe. It's just gourmand, but it's not. Like I think it's a very good way of kind of trying to ride that line. I think that's what this scent is really known for doing. And I like how it's happening here. Even in the base, I think it's adding that kind of clean caramely kind of color. Somehow like subconsciously you really do get that vibe.
All right, I need
Ready?
to take a dip
Take
in
a
the
bite.
Pacific. Let
Off
me
to the
try.
sunlit coast here.
Yes, here we go. Oh, this whisks me back to some of the best sunscreens and suntan oils that I did have around our pool and at the beach growing up. There was just something iconic about a California sunscreen scent, and that's where this kind of starts, but it takes off in some way more real, way more decadent directions. Ooh, hold on a second. I love how there's a sharpness in this that meets you at the door. All the fruits and the pistachios coming together to almost give you a sense of tartness as your very first whiff, but it grabs your attention. And I think that's why you reference somebody walking down the main street of a little beachy town and somebody else going, oh, that's the guy that's on vacation. Mm-hmm. That's why this hits you with that beautiful, strong vacation-y whiff off the top. But then like a reverb tail, there's all kinds of stuff that follows it, just a little tiny bit more subdued in the balance, but it's like your nose can't stop discovering them. And see, it's the floral, it's the heliotrope at the very beginning of the whiff that takes the edge off those more tart fruit scents. Mm-hmm. That's the accord that greets me. I love how that happens. And then down into the pistachio and the caramel next. You almost have to look for it at first beyond those fruits. Not the nuttier part of the pistachio, but more the sweet part of the pistachio. You know how like cashews and pistachios do have a sweetness to them, not like a walnut or something like that? That's how that's greeting me there. Almost a greeny sense to the pistachio.
It's like the opposite of how some can go a little more bitter. This is the opposite side.
Oh, yeah. And then right there, level with the pistachio, not above it, not below it, is that salted caramel wisp. And I'm not sure how they're doing the salt, but that's what makes it the coastline for me. Even spending the day at Stinson Beach, we only dipped our feet in the water. But when I got home, there was like a crust of salt on my face. That's the sense that this gives you, that fabulous sea salty note. And what's great about the coconut in this, it's acting the way a musk would in a normal scent. It's at the beginning, it's in the middle, it's at the end. It's a cloudy coconut scent over the entire thing, where normally you might go a little bit musky and clean laundry-ish or something like that. This uses coconut to do that and bring all of those other scent notes together. Again, you kind of have to look for it, but that's what's doing it. Oh, and I bring you glad tidings of great joy. This entire scent sits on a foundation of where that vanilla musk and the tonka bean are coming together. Tonka is not entirely different from vanilla already, but it's got more of that coumarin clean note inside the tonka bean, and where that is coming up against the actual vanilla musk is the base of this scent, allowing everything else to get clean, bright, and beautiful. And this is about 80% gourmandy to me. This is one of the most beautiful caramel scents we have ever explored in our collection. I can almost get a sense of even the sand from the beach in there. Are you
Yep.
sensing that? Something sweet and rocky almost in the middle of it?
It is like a light tan color. I'm not sure if that's from the pistachio side or the coconut side, but somehow it does give you that image of the actual beach itself.
Oh, I just got the bronze leg.
Eh.
There it is from Sol de Janeiro. I think she
glad.
was the model for the leg lamp in
Yep.
Christmas Story. If I'm not mistaken, that's the girl in this.
It just needs to be a little tanner. That was the winter season. This is the summer.
There's a joke in there to be made about the nuts, but I don't have the strength. And I would say that this smelled like an iconic sunscreen from the 90s, but the reason it doesn't, it's too dense, it's too luxurious, it's too elegant in its nuances and nooks and crannies to be in one of those from my childhood.
So when you go to a super fancy hotel and they have the
Yeah.
shampoo and the lotions and the whatever, if they had another like tanning oil there next to it, I think this could get close to that.
But it has to be at least a Four Seasons.
Yep.
This is not La Quinta Inn.
No.
And there's very little Quint in this. Very little Robert Shaw. Maybe a little bit of Alex Kintner's mom. Too soon? All right, y'all, well, come along with us. We're going to go put our feet in the surf and take another look at these scent notes. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at salveandoakco.com. We start with scent notes of
Pistachio, toasted almond,
Oh, yo.
heliotrope, and jasmine petals.
Okay, back up a second. Toasted almonds. Now look at my face. This is not in the usual perfumer's way that they use toasted almond, because that can very much border on a cherry scent in a lot of those. Think like amaretto from Moon
Right.
Soaps. Not here. I can smell the toastedness on the almond.
Yeah.
That's why the pistachio is a little bit different in here. It's meeting with an almondy sense, a creamier sense. And almonds have that kind of sweetness to them too, that this has in there.
But I think my nose catches the heliotrope and jasmine, almost something citrusy first, and then I get the pistachio toasted on that chunk. So if I could switch those, at least in my brain, that's how I enter the whiff.
That's the leg right there.
I like that it's jasmine petals. It's not jasmine. It's just the petals, y'all.
And I love that this does have that feminine edge. There's something sexy to it. This is not your grandmother's floral here
It's
at
a little
all.
flirty, y'all.
She's wearing a two-piece, to be sure. To be sure.
All right, then we have salted caramel and vanilla. So those hit first before we get into the sandalwood and musk situation.
And it's kind of like a funnel cake, caramel and vanilla kind of thing, like you're almost on Coney Island kind of an idea. That's part of the vacation whiff for me, is that this does smell like a dessert from a theme park in the salted caramel and vanilla end of things.
It also has like a deeper, darker, bronzy, ambery kind of color. Like there's
yeah,
something
the
that
amber.
it's not too airy, if that makes
Right.
sense. It is more the darker caramel kind of colors.
Right. And then sandalwood, which I do sense in here in some of my favorite ways that sandalwood presents, almost in the Parasso red, kind of very smooth kind of sandalwood, but it's turned down in the balance. So you do have to look for it a little bit.
I do get the warm musk at the end though. Like I think that's why we really are vibing towards summer. There's like even just the UV rays somehow are adding to that muskiness.
You know, in the summer when the sun is just starting to come up, but it's already hot outside, like spending 2 weeks of summer in Stockton, California with my grandparents.
Yep.
You walk out at 8:30 in the morning and it's already like, oh my God, it's so hot out here. How'd you do that? That's that sense of warm musk in here. So while I am excited to shave with this tonight, I'm going to be super excited in the middle of February.
Are you ready to try out their new tallow base and see if that scent stays with us?
This is your lovely and apropos abalone
That's right.
bowl from the KUN workshop. This is the smaller size of the bowls that they offer, and only 6 abalone had to die to make this. And our fabulous custom-made Barbershop Duet brush, a gift to the show from Craig at Opus Brush. Thank you, buddy. He might be my favorite brush maker of all time. And our waxing sticks from Amazon.com, also my favorite waxing sticks of all time, and the only ones we've ever tried on the show. Okay, let's see. Oh, super soft.
Buttery
Here.
smooth.
This
Oy,
is
oy, oy.
softer than McDuff's. Look at this.
They do have directions here. It says wet brush and work into soap to build a rich lather. But I would say be gentle because this is a lot different than their glycerin
Yes,
base.
that's the other side of things. All right, and I'm going to hit this with a little water from our bougie sprayer, maybe about 2 tablespoons of water total to start, and let the water hang out at the bottom of the bowl. It's like the pond in Jaws.
you
All
go.
right, here we go. Why don't you do the honors, since this is your brush and bowl combination. We do not share brushes and bowls, but we share everything else.
All right, going to the soapy side of the bowl. This is probably going to be a little easier to get onto the bristle since it's a softer
Right,
soap.
might
But I'm
already
going to
be
start
there.
going one direction, other direction, and then I'm going to turn the brush and keep going here. One direction, other direction, trying to get it out of those little divots. And I'm almost to the point where you can't even really see
I know. Look at that.
anything else getting on my brush here.
The bowl is about clean, but that's how I like it. I like to build my lathers from between the bristles of the brush, not from the bottom of the bowl. I think you get a better lather that way.
All right, so I'm starting to add just a little
Right.
water in
Ooh,
here.
look at that.
Without overdoing it, y'all. But let's see if we give her a little stir here.
Going down for all of it. Here we
I
go.
went for it. It was too deep in the deep end. Then we have all the soap that was on those bristles getting evenly mixed in with the water here. And it smells wonderful.
Ooh, look at that.
All right, it started with some bubbles. Now they're getting a little tinier, a little tinier.
You mean they're tiny bubbles in the wine?
Do you want to get a feel for it and see how
Kinda.
things go? Yeah.
Yeah, let me have some fun with this.
You can see how there are other bases.
Oh, this is something else. Oh, I am getting hit in the face.
Yeah, it woke up,
With
y'all.
this scent, I love this. I'd give this an intensity of like a 4, maybe a 4.5, and I am a fan to those levels of intensity.
Just has that summer breeze coming through, man.
Makes me feel fine. I love how the tartness
Yeah.
kind of jumps out and meets you first with a firm laurel and hearty handshake.
It does smell a little more unisex here. This was leaning a little more feminine, but I think somehow that woke up like the caramelized, the sandalwood, that kind of mid spine of this really woke up a little bit more.
Right. Oh, like sea foam itself. Look at this. This is already just about there. Look, little shark fins.
Yeah, they're We probably used about an almond size, and it's totally waking up, y'all.
Don't let Lainey go in the water. We already know that Jaws has a little bit of an appetite for Labrador retrievers. Poor Pippet. And is there a bigger jackass in the history of film than the mayor in that
boy.
town of Amity in the movie Jaws? Can you believe that was Steven Spielberg's first movie?
That is kind of mind-blowing.
Meant to do it. Oh, this is setting up to have that kind of gloss on it. The way that the lathers from Chris the Lathered Yeti get after he's done working on them. I think he builds just about the best lathers in the game. Look how thick and rich this has become, y'all. And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the farewell and adieu to the fair Spanish ladies with On 3, 1, 2. Oh, y'all.
Yeah?
That is magical in its balance. I love how sweet it goes, but I love how the tartness pulls against that sweet like a perfect tug of war.
It's a little less gourmandy for me here. I gotta say, it kind
Yeah.
of tamed down a little bit. This definitely has grab a spoon vibes, take a bite. This one, not as much.
There is something smexy about
Yeah.
this scent. I will tell you.
It's definitely got a little flirty going on. A little
There
summer fun.
is a sense of skin in this.
So when it says warm musk, they're not completely lying.
There you go.
There
and
you
I know
go.
we never talk about lather here in the
It's
Barbershop
waking
Duet,
up.
but look at this. And y'all, we occasionally love watching those videos that DJ makes for the Razor Company where he does
Yeah.
the live shaving, but we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet. So we thought you might like to see how this lather coats and covers. Oh, this feels fabulous. You can tell that this is a tallow soap base.
Oh.
Look at how thick and rich this goes on. I think they've got 4 or 5 scents already in the new tallow base and more a coming. Oh, that musk has something masculine
It does.
in it when you find it to kind of balance out those feminine florals in this. That's what I love best about this is its balance.
I'm actually kind of excited to see what the splash smells like because they snuck that one in on us.
Well, y'all come along with us. We're going to take this boat out of the pond and take a look at this splash. You know, I always find new scent notes when I wipe off the lather with a towel, and there's something almost tobacco-y coming off of this for me.
Yeah, that amberness kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the tape. Please hold. Team effort. 1 sec.
All right, and what are we looking at as the ingredients in this splash?
Witch hazel, aloe, glycerin, sodium lactate, pentothal PCA, hydrolyzed silk. There's some other fun things.
All right, a witch hazel based splash. Here we go. A little something here, and a little something there. All right. Chin chin.
Here we go.
Down to the water.
Summertime.
Ooh. The creaminess is busting out first. I'm almost getting the sandalwood first.
Oh.
In this, y'all.
I think I'm getting the heliotrope, actually, at the beginning here.
What a beautiful and even more nuanced way to experience this scent. I didn't know all of this magic was in this scent.
I'm actually getting more of that almost coconutty kind of thing. I don't think we actually read that as much on the scent notes, but I really feel like I'm getting something more of that tropical kind of side of the pistachio, maybe? Something in there.
And I'm getting the underside of it. I'm getting the vanilla musk and the coumarin in this. Absolutely beautiful, clean, and dapper.
It has more of a dry scent somehow. Like the nuttiness has more of a dry side. Instead of it being as gourmandy, it's kind of like the drier notes are coming through.
And you know what I love? This is in such a nice balance that you could totally wear it to work as a distinguished gentleman and people would kind of sense it as a nice cologne. But you would know that you've got a little bit of that California, Oregon, Washington coastline going on your face. For sure.
It does make it feel more like summer. Our weather here hasn't completely gone into full-on summer mode. We've had a little tease, but there's still a cool breeze. This adds a little bit more of the summer suntanning type of weather.
We don't like to bring it up for all y'all in the Whiff Pack who are absolutely baking in Texas and Georgia and all the four corners of the country while we're sitting here and our high is 63. Yeah, it's a little unfair, but at least it's ridiculously expensive to live here.
Yeah.
It reminds me of kind of what the crowd at Disneyland smells like.
Yeah.
Somehow mixed in with some of those gourmandy scents that they actually pump out through their smellitzers underneath the bakery and those things like that. But also with like that sense of a masculine cologne and a feminine sunscreen and all those things coming together, standing in line for California screaming.
It has like a nice charm to it. It really has summer memories already somehow embedded in it.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Hooper below decks of the Orca singing songs with his buddies, waiting to find that iconic great white shark and showing him the way to go home. But as soon as Quint mentions the Indianapolis, you are going to get your own. So head over to salveandoakco.com to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Sunlit Coast, and I am having the best time exploring the tug-of-war between that tart opening and that comforting, nutty, pistachio, vanilla, caramel finish. Their glycerin soaps are great, but the tallow formula gave me a little bit more padding, a little bit more slickness, a little bit more comfortability. I am loving this new formula, y'all. DJ and Heather, you're doing a fabulous job, and we will be back soon. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our August giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Adopted Acre.
That's right, y'all. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email. Here to we sent you at the barbershopduet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here on our first September episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Well, DJ and Heather, we could not be more happy for you as you begin this journey into artisanship, nor the response that you're getting from the community. Everybody is loving your products. Thank you so much for throwing in the freebies
so
to this
sweet.
box, the bar soap, the wax melts, and this fabulous splash. It has already become one of my summer favorites in our entire collection.
I love having another summer escape scent in our den. Every time I take a whiff of this, I'm already being transported into vacation mode. And don't we all need a little more mental escape when we have our shaves to just transport us to wherever we can be carefree, hanging out, no worries in the world. And I think this is a great one to make sure we can do that. Don't forget your next appointment, the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell more like a bronze leg just watching this.